rising temperatures can cause concern for pet owners. Animals can't tell us how they're feeling, so we might need some expert advice.
Hi, I'm Ben. I am a veterinary surgeon and I also create educational videos for TikTok.
My dog's name is Nelson. He's 2 years old and he's a fetch-obsessed black Labrador. What are the signs when your pet is too warm?
Heat stroke comes on gradually. We know from studies that 98% of dogs showing milder signs of heat stroke will make a full recovery, but in those dogs showing those more severe signs, their chances can be more like 50-50. So the key thing is catching it early. Some of the breeds that are more at risk can be your young, energetic breeds. It's the brachycephalic breeds of dog as well. So bulldogs, pugs, French bulldogs. Dogs rely on panting to lose heat, and that panting involves passing air in and out of their nasal passages. With these dogs with a flatter face, they've got less surface area in their nose.
This is Cooper. His breed is called Cockador. Can he safely walk and exercise for a couple of hours?
Don't feel guilty about not walking your dog. If it's extremely hot out there, one way of testing whether a surface is going to be too hot for your dog to walk on is using the 7-second rule. So you can put the back of your hand on a surface. If you can't keep it there comfortably for 7 seconds, it's going to be too hot for your dog to walk on there.
She's a Cavapoo, age 3. Her name's Minnie. If I think she's not drinking, we give her some frozen ice.
This is something that I see a lot of misinformation online, people saying that it can be harmful, but actually you can give your pets ice. There is a very small risk that they can damage their teeth if they're chewing on huge chunks. Just be a little bit sensible about it. Cats are descended from desert species of feline, so they are well adapted for warmer temperatures and lower water intake if they're in a drier sort of climate. But that's not to say that you don't need to try and keep your cat cool if it is very hot. It can be a little bit tricky, but it's a good idea to try and encourage them to drink as much as possible. You can try freezing the spring water from cans of tuna. Some cats would be quite happy to slowly lick the sort of melting water from that.
My dog loves sunbathing, and I think he likes the changing temperatures.
So dogs and cats often like to sunbathe, and it's for the same sort of reasons that we like to sunbathe. You know, the warmth of sunlight is pleasant and releases feel-good hormones like serotonin. One problem that we do see in cats is a type of skin cancer, and we see this most commonly on their ear tips and around their nose. And this is in cats that have light-coloured fur, so you should be applying a pet-safe sunscreen to those areas. Reptiles are much less susceptible to heat stroke. Make sure that's a vivarium, not in direct sunlight so it doesn't massively overheat. Birds, if it's very hot, spray some water around them. If it's extremely hot, think about moving your rabbit's hutch inside where it's a little bit cooler. Be careful that a fish tank doesn't overheat. Good to have a good water filtration system and make sure you're monitoring that water temperature because the lower oxygen levels can make the fish unwell.